prep them and everything before we get started. Yeah, but we can record that. All right, sir. I think this is the first time we ever met, right?
Yes.
Okay, cool. So my name is Jess Bree. I do work for V100, all that good stuff, and this is my podcast. The group chat MKE. I worked with Will. I did interview Chicken virtually. When COVID was popping, and so now I'm doing it in person. We did wipe off everything. We sprayed everything down, so you don't have to worry about germs or anything of that nature. Yep. And I'm
Yes.
fully aware of your situation. Therefore, this is not no drama podcast. This ain't anything of that nature. So I will not be asking you much about any details on that situation. I will ask you things like, how have you changed? What's new? You know what I mean? How was it? What kept you going? Questions that's more encouraging than questions that are more um, trying to be investigative into that whole situation. That ain't me. I don't give a fuck. This is what we're talking about. We're talking about you and your music and who you are as a person, right?
Yes.
All right. So I like to do my interviews a lot different. I do not like to do the regular hi. No, I like to play games because they're fun and get people open. I think I play song association with Lil Chicken too, and that's what we'll be playing today. So all song associating is if I show you a word, I'm gonna cover this one. You probably aren't time, but I'm gonna cover it. I'm gonna show you a word, and you just give me a song with that lyric in the song. You get what I'm saying? So if if it's what was playing, Janet, not Janet Jackson. Oh, Aaliyah, rock the boat, and the word was rock. You be like, rock the boat. You don't have to sing, the full song or nothing, But obviously, you want to be entertaining because your fans want you to be entertaining, right? And they want to see, a different side of you, get to know you a little bit, right? Get him
Yes.
out of his comfort zone. Oh, what? Look, he ain't never did nothing like this before. So that's how this game goes. And here's all the rules to my podcast. Be open, be respectful. I'm always gonna respect you. Hopefully you always respect, me. Respect the people in the room. That includes me respecting the people that you are with, and vice versa. Again, this ain't no drama channel. Rule number two. You say anything that I feel like is gonna kind of be a little sticky, I'm gonna edit that shit out. I'm gonna give a damn. You be like, I want you to keep that. And I'm like, no, it's getting out of there. Um, Number three, be open. I'm just here talk like we best friends. Okay, you can cuss too. This is a podcast. It's not radio, so you can definitely cuss. Ready? Y'all have any questions? Y'all want to say anything? How y'all feel about it so far? Y'all like, cool. Alrighty. You have any questions for me before we get started?
Are you having a good day?
I'm having a great day. Are you?
You having a good day?
Okay, for sure. All right, ready when you are. All right. What's poppin'? It's your girl Jess Bree coming at you with another episode of the group chat, and I have a very special guest. He got over 1 million followers. Not over 1 million followers. I gotta start that over. It's 1 million streams, right, on YouTube.
Yes.
You have 29K, correct, on Instagram.
Yep.
Okay, let me do that over. What's up? It's your girl Jess Bree coming at you with another episode of the group chat. And today I have a very special guest. He has over 1 million streams on YouTube and over 20,000 followers on Instagram and Facebook. I am talking about Mr. Solo Key himself. What's going down?
How's it going? How's it going?
It's going good. How are you feeling today?
Um, I feel blessed.
Blessed. Yeah.
Yes.
So before we get into my game, let's get into some background about yourself. So you grew up here in Milwaukee, born and raised, right? And you
Yes.
went to high school here as well. So what kind of made you get into rapping? I know you started in high school.
Yes. Really, the MT twins.
Mm-hmm.
When we was in middle school, they actually like taught me how to rap. So
Mm.
it just was like after they showed me like the rhythm of it and like Like they taught me like what bars was.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? So it just was like after growing up, then doing stuff, it was like, oh, let me try to rap now. So in high school, we actually had a group. It was everybody in the school who really rap, and
Mm-hmm.
then after we graduated, the twins and them music start going up. You feel what I'm saying? So it was only inspiration for me to make sure I turned up. You feel what I'm saying? Because I feel
Yeah.
like I had something that people want to hear. So
Mm-hmm.
yeah, that's
Did
what.
you feel like you had to prove yourself in a sense? Like if their music is blowing up and we were in this group, I have to make something of myself. Like I can't just let that go by the wayside. Did you ever feel like that?
Okay. Yeah, I felt like that, but I felt like that towards more so other people who were doing a thing versus somebody that I'm cool with. You feel what I'm saying? Because
Mm-hmm.
like with them, it just make me be like, oh yeah, say no more. I'll be there in a matter of months. You feel what I'm saying?
Right.
That, like it make me be like, I don't mind being there with you, but as far as the people we don't know or the people that ain't from where I'm from, then yeah, love too.
Right. So let's talk about your music influences growing up. So obviously you didn't get much into rapping into high school, but growing up, was there any artist that was like, dude, like if I could do that, it'd be like him?
Yeah, growing up, I feel like it was like back then, like before really high school, I say it was Lil Herb and then like really Chief Keef too. Like I ain't gonna lie, that's
Mm-hmm.
who I was listening to around then. And then like as far as other artists, I don't know. I always feel like I want to be like J. Cole because to me he real humble,
Yeah.
but I'm not. I was never really a music person. Like I'm not the type of person who just like if I listen to some songs, I only
Yeah.
listen to them 5 songs. You know what I'm saying? That's how I
Yeah.
always been.
Yeah.
Like if it's a new song of mine, I'll listen to it. But besides that, really, I don't know. I'd rather listen to an instrumental. You know what I'm
Mm-hmm.
saying? And like that's the type of time I used to hop on when I used to be in a car with my guys. Like I was always repetitive of the songs I listen to, cause then what I want to listen to till I hear something new, and
Yeah.
then I'll just really make them ride around and play the instrumentals for me. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? And after 10 minutes, they'd be mad, but it's cool though.
Yeah. Were you in your head when you were riding around? Were you coming up with raps? Were you like really like getting into the flow of who you were or your cadence when you would make them play those instrumentals over and over and over again?
Yes, I always make sure I always make sure I wrote. Like I'm not really the keep it in my head type of guy because
Mm-hmm.
I forget it.
Yeah.
You know.
Are you pen and pad or are you like notes on the phone?
In prison I just was pen and pad type, but now I'm more so of the technology.
Mm-hmm. Okay, that makes a lot of sense. So you did speak about Chief Keef and J. Cole. So who is your favorite artist today? What? What's so funny?
I ain't gonna lie, I don't even want to say it like this, but if I was to say anybody, my favorite artist, I
Mm-hmm.
gotta say myself.
Period.
You know, I don't know. That's just how I'm coming. You feel what I'm saying? Like
Yeah.
it's a lot of guys doing good, but you know what I'm saying. I want to do good. You
Yeah.
feel what I'm saying? And then like, no, it don't even. No, forget it. No, for real.
You can always speak your mind. You can always speak in generals too. No names have to be said. Just speak in general.
Wow. Um, like I don't know. I just feel like in order to be successful in life,
Yeah.
you have to care about like self first. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm not
Yeah.
like
Self
it's
preservation. Yeah.
yeah, it's okay to be selfish, but when
Mhm.
you can also be selfless. You know what I'm saying? Like it's
Yeah.
about having the capability of doing both because right now I gotta worry about me. So it's like I can't be on YouTube looking at you, but setting something up for my future. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? So I ain't gonna lie, seeing that I'm trying to like expand and do better, I just feel like the start to that is caring about self. And my mama actually texts me that often. You feel what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Like, make sure you do what you do is for you, because when you can do for self, that's when you can do for others. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying?
And that's very true because if you're not right, you're giving nothingness to the next person, right? You have to
Yes.
be able to give in, I don't want to say give in wealth in a way of like financials or anything like that, but a wealth of knowledge or even give in a wealth of caring. Like wealth isn't just about a dollar, but also about the material of what you're giving somebody, the quality of the emotions that you give or the heart that you give and all that good stuff. So I definitely feel you on that. But if you had to really like look at it and think to yourself, man, I would want to collab with X, Y, and Z and the artists.
A little Dirk.
Lil Durk.
Yeah.
Okay. That makes sense. Did you hear? You heard the song with Pooh Shiesty, right?
Yeah, I really like that. But if I feel like I want something that will like that's who I prefer. Like, you know what I'm saying? Because
Yeah.
dude, I ain't gonna lie. I feel like he be talking my language.
Yeah.
But no bull. But if I feel like the song is gonna really do something, like if I
Yeah.
to go platinum or something, I would say 42 Doug.
Okay.
Cause I feel like he's similar to me.
Yeah. Is that important to you when you're working with people? Like, we don't have to be the same or even similar, but like at least in a direction of how you are as a person. Do you feel like that's important when you're making music with somebody?
Yes, I think that's very important.
Mm-hmm.
You know, like, because if it's not the fact that y'all like gon' like, it's just a know for a fact the song gonna be good type of thing. You know, when you aiming for that type of person, you gotta kind of shoot for a person who you gotta shoot for a person who on the same type of time as you. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? It's just like the saying, two heads is better than one, but not if one looking forward and the other looking back. You know what I'm saying? Like
Yeah.
it. So I think that's very important, unless y'all have similar lifestyles. But for me, I try to go for it because you know it's business. So
Yeah.
me personally, versus that, I will go the direction of, yeah, we should sound similar.
Right. Okay. So let's go back to grassroots for a second. So, what was some of your first studio sessions like? Were they like, oh, I kind of got in here and got my flow? Was it like, oh, I am piss poor at this?
For me,
Yeah.
it was kind of like, oh yeah, my voice go good with it. But now, I mean, listening back to it, it didn't. You know, it
Yeah.
didn't. But
It's a big difference now and
yeah,
then. Yeah.
yeah, yeah. But it was easy because I used to in school. I would write to. I mean, I actually freestyle to like beats that people was hitting on lockers and stuff. So
Yeah.
when I got in the studio,
All the NPS
yeah,
beats,
yeah,
stuff like that.
yeah,
Yeah.
just like that. Yeah.
Mhm. So when you were developing your cadence and everything, who exactly was like I like his cadence. I'm gonna take a piece of that and make it my own.
Hold on, repeat that one time.
So your cadence, right?
Mhm.
Sometimes you could tell like when people particularly like listen to somebody a lot because you hear pieces of them, right? So Kendrick Lamar was very honest about listening to LA rappers, right? So he kind of sounds like some of those Snoop Dogs, or he has pieces or times in his song where his cadence comes off like that, right?
Yes.
So maybe was there any local artist that was like, oh, like a Cuckoo Cow or maybe a Baby Drew that you listen to, and that cadence or like that hoodness just came out that kind of formulated your cadence?
Yes, I understand exactly what you're saying now.
Mm-hmm.
I would say Blessed Team Big C.
Okay. Okay.
That's actually, yes, that's exactly who I would say.
Okay. Last question before we get into the game. So we do have like rap empires, right? So we have the South, where Outkast and them started, to really make a way. We have New York, where there was like, all of the Biggies and B Diddy's and all that good stuff. And then we have the West with the Tupac, Snoop Dogg's, E40s and all of them. If you could pick only one to roam in or to develop in, which one would you pick as far as your music career? That's a hard one because you also got the 50 Cents in New York. You got the Futures down south, the Migos down south. And on the West Coast, you got artists like Kendrick. What you doing? I'm stumping you.
But I mean, I don't know. It's tricky because the South
is rocking right now. The South is ruling the music industry, I have to say. There's a lot of people coming up from that Texas, Atlanta, even Mississippi area.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's who I'm gonna have to go with.
The South?
Yeah.
Okay. Alrighty, well, let's get into this game. As I explained to you before off cam, this is called song association. Whenever I show you a word, you have to give me a song with that word in it, and then I'm going to ask you a question involving that word. Are you ready? Are you ready like Freddie? Sure. Is your vocals ready? Did you warm up?
Yep, I did.
Okay, let's go big first. Come on now. You from Milwaukee now.
Okay, so does it have to be it
can be any song.
It can be any song. Okay.
With the word big in there.
Okay, so I ain't gonna lie, Munch Lauren, where he say big money, big money.
Hey.
You
Of course. So what would you say is your biggest song to date as of right now?
I believe it's Federal Part 1. Yes.
Okay.
And as far as a song with me just by myself,
mm-hmm.
It would be in between a song called Trendsetting, because that really did numbers on Spotify, or my finally release if it's on YouTube.
Okay, so let's talk about Trendsetter, because that was one of the first songs that I was introduced to you and who you were. How did Trendsetter come about? Did you feel like, man, most people kind of get into high school and you be like, dude, I rock those J's first, or you know what I mean? Or even out in the streets, you be like, nobody else was wearing their hair like that until I did it or something like that. Was it really about trendsetting?
I would, in a way.
Okay.
But at the same time, I wasn't thinking about that before the song, but I ended up talking about it, because certain areas I just feel like, oh yeah, you got this from me. You know what I'm saying? So
how did you take the imitation? Were you like, damn, like they really biting my style, or like they really biting me? Or were you like, imitation is flattering, whatever?
Yeah, I mean to say this in a funny way. It's cute. You know what I'm saying?
It's cute.
Yeah. I do want a child, so it remind me of a son or something. No, I'm just playing.
Son in these months. Yeah, son in these years.
But I ain't gonna lie, though. I don't know. It make me feel relevant. Yeah.
Straight like that, huh?
Yeah.
Okay. Let's get into your next word. See.
Okay. I don't even know who made this song, but you know the old song that used to be like, I know
you see it. Yeah, I'm like, Benny. Yeah, that's all right. I feel you. So where do you see your career in 5 years? One thing I do want to mention is that you're building a label in partnership with Really Rich Empires. So where do you really see your career? Are you more behind the scenes, in front of the scenes? You're still rapping. What does that look like for you?
Yes, I'm both, in front of the scene and behind the scene, because it's like you said, like when you business partners with someone, and then like you trying to start your own label, it's like you gotta know to take initiative. You know what I'm saying? Because things are going any type of direction. You feel what I'm saying? So with everything I do, I always speak on it like, behind the scenes and all of that. And then it's like everything should be in agreement. You know
Yeah.
what I'm saying? Like it shouldn't be one person feel this way, but other five people, you know what I'm saying? So
Yeah.
I'm
Everybody should be on the same page in business.
yeah,
That is very true.
yeah, that's the best way for it to be.
So, working behind the scenes, how do you see your label functioning?
Me personally,
Yeah.
I think that it will be really good, especially in the next 5 years, because
Mhm.
working with Really Rich, they've been showing me how like to make sure I copyright everything and get paid for everything, even though some people will take it and upload it because I'm going through this right now with a little kid.
Yeah.
And yeah, he blowing me because he uploaded a video too, but
Yeah.
it's cool.
Mhm.
I'm gonna get it taken down. But for real, that was crazy.
I
This is
know. I
crazy.
see. Well, yeah, we can get into it after you answer this.
Yeah, but um, so like I don't know. I think I got a gift with targeting people with talent, and
Mhm.
sometimes they might fall off or something like that. But I can write for a person sometime, and behind the scenes, I will sing. You know what I'm
Mhm.
saying? Because I can't. But yeah. So I think as far as my label in the next 5 years, I don't even think I'll be having to rap no more within
Yeah.
the next 3 years. Just basically what I was going to say is working with will and management, and
Yeah.
of course like a A&R to make sure that my songs is right, and like working with Really Rich is,
Yeah.
the only thing that can stop me is myself, and I feel like I could get a reasonable distribution deal after I drop what I drop and then make music on my own time while
Right.
helping somebody young do better.
So, what kind of artist would you be looking for? Like, if it could be a particular type of characteristics that you're looking for in an artist, if that's dedication, if that's knowing oneself, like, and what kind of music that they want to develop, what kind of artist are you looking for?
Um, Me personally, I ain't gonna even lie to you. I'm looking for somebody like me.
Okay.
Straight up.
Most people do though. Like most people can see themselves in other people. I know that in the beginning when I was doing radio and everything, Reggie was like, even now is like I see a lot of myself in you. And I've been one of the longest mentees that he's ever had. And every so often he's like, are you me? Are we twins? But that makes one feel good. So I can understand why you want somebody that has that same drive and dedication like you. So let's talk about that drive and dedication. Has it been some hard nights when you couldn't put out your music?
Um, you know, we have our ups and our downs, but for the most part, for me, I wasn't really down. I was upset that I couldn't drop music, and I actually did try to pay like someone to mix and master a song that I rap over the phone and get a beat made from scratch. It was frustrating at times, but I feel like it just built a drive to make
Yeah.
me be like, oh, this that mean I gotta write more songs. If I used to drop 2 songs in a month, okay, now I gotta drop 4 songs in a month, 4 videos, and really plan a better way to make sure they get EPs, mixtapes, and albums. So I don't know. It just made me really hit the ground running.
And you've been running since you've been out. I have to say, I've been getting phone calls left and right about you, and I'm like, what's going on? Had to search for myself, and I was like, oh, look who's home. Let's move on to the next word, life. Oh, I'm about to give you hints and stuff. I keep wanting to sing myself. Go ahead. I'm sorry. Continue.
Okay. Hold on now.
I should get a timer. That'll kill people.
Yeah, I'll be dead. Okay, life.
Yeah.
Oh, life. Um,
Anything? And we're done with this
yeah,
one.
you was
Life,
on
life, life.
See, and
I
I
don't even
want
know.
to just say something like that because there was a
Yeah.
possibility of being something, but I never heard
Yeah.
that.
So when you were locked up for a while, What kind of promises did you make to yourself, to God, or whomever about the changes you would make in your life when you got out? Were you like, I promise I'll pray every night. I promise just let me get through this. What kind of promises did you make to yourself?
I made the type of promises where it was like, I'm gonna make sure that I'm gonna make sure that I don't commit no crimes.
Mm-hmm.
You feel what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah.
stay focused. You know that, like, that's what I used to pray about. Like, you know what I'm saying? Lord, I'm sorry it's COVID right now. But seeing that I got a small amount of time left, if you could get me home, I'm really ready. You know
Yeah.
what I'm saying? I won't do none of the stuff I used to do. You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You know,
Was
be
that
more.
scary being in jail with COVID? And it was such a, small area where they're telling us outside, like, you got to stay 6 feet from people. Whereas where you were at, y'all had less than that to even be around each other.
Yeah, but it wasn't scary for me. I just felt like, okay,
Mm-hmm.
make sure I got this mask over my nose and I'm gonna wash my hands and you stay back. Put your mask on while you on the phone. I don't want COVID. And it worked.
As simple as that.
Yep.
So what other things did you think about while you were in there? Were there times where you was like, man, I can't be beefing with nobody because if something go down, that's another 2 years? Or like, did that ever cross your mind?
Yep. Probably every day.
Really?
Yes. But what really made it easy for me to get that out of my head was I was in Dodge, which is the maximum prison for all inmates that go through
Yeah.
to any other prison. Everybody have to stop through Dodge. So when
Yeah.
I was there, I was in a cell with somebody named Big Mike, and I ain't gonna lie, he just told me like, you got talent, young dog. You feel what I'm saying? Like, how's you gonna feel if you got to do 30 years? Like, I ain't trying to put no females on blast or nothing, but I mean, after 10 years, she's supposed to continue her life. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Really, after a few years, like, you can't delay someone's life unless they have like a plan where
Yeah.
you're not bothering. You feel what I'm saying? That's like when you're in a relationship and then, a
Mm-hmm.
female, like, I would like to be here for you because I shouldn't be doing nothing but my homework.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So I ain't gonna even lie. I forgot the question.
No, it's all good. We were talking about what other things did you like really want to change once you got out?
Yeah, it was just doing good because basically, like I was gonna say, the dude, Big Mike, he told me like, 30 years after 20 years, Lord forbid, but your grandmother dead. You feel what I'm
Oh
saying?
man.
After 20 years, whatever siblings you have, they have a family. Like, it's like all for the image to be someone.
Yeah.
It's really the reality of being no one. You know what
Yeah.
I'm saying? Like, I mean,
A lot of people get caught up in image. Even some of our biggest celebrities that some people look up to or that we look up to is all for image.
Yeah.
And I think we've seen that recently. Definitely. You spoke about, somebody holding you down and that you should be able to let them go past a certain time. Recently, we just seen Saweetie and Quavo break up, and then the internet is like, oh, what is going on? She should have the right to move on with her life, especially when things aren't going right in her plan that she had for this, or even the mental wherewithal is gone. Like, she doesn't even have it in her to do anymore. A lot of people wouldn't admit that. And I know some people get very selfish behind jail and they're like, oh, like, you should be there every time I call, or if you don't answer the phone for me, I'm upset. And you definitely made it known once you got out that your lovely girlfriend who's in the studio held you down completely. And we will be getting into that in just a few moments. I got it in the cards. But let's move on to your next. Let's go. Money. I feel like I'm giving out hints with my tone, how I'm saying it. Money.
Okay, I'm gonna be honest, and I'm gonna use my song.
Period.
Now I got the most money. Sour dope coming.
Ooh.
And these seppies I've been dope running. I bet y'all plugged on me. Y'all got a brick of little bro on me.
Yeah. What's up? Give me one more bar. One more. One more from the song.
From that song.
Mm-hmm.
Man, I know Lil Trey said, now I know them hating on you.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I ain't gonna let
Do you feel like you're feeling hate already? Like you you know what I mean? You feel like you feeling it?
No.
Nah, not yet. But after this project, it's gonna be some,
Yep, because it's gonna be a long summer and a
huh?
whole lot of income if you want to do a song.
Period. Speaking of money, so let's say that in 5 years you weren't on the path of yet owning your own record label, right? Or even in partnership, right? And there's deals floating around, whether that's like Epic, Atlantic, QC, TDE are floating around and they're like, hey, we trying to sign you for this, that, and the third. What amount is like, I might even think about it. You got to be coming with this type of M's or these thousands.
Okay, you saying in 5 years?
Not in 5 years, just in general. Like this is your dollar. This is your top shelf dollar right here.
And that's for currently?
Currently.
Okay. On some real stuff?
Yeah.
Will told me we not responding to nobody who ain't talking about M or better.
Signed, sealed, and delivered. I agree. I agree. These machines are making money hand over fist. And Will is a smart man, is what I learned from working with him now. He's
Yeah.
very smart. Stay with him. Shout out to Will.
Yeah, shout out Will. I like.
So, if there's any record label that has been moving in a way that you really like, what record label would that be? Whether it's like the family aspect that QC has going on, whether that's the machine power that Atlanta have, or maybe like the star power that Epic have. What record label really is like, I like them?
I like QC, but I
Mm-hmm.
feel like, you know, before you sign with them, you know, you do gotta be a part of the family. You
Mm,
feel what I'm saying? But as far as they artists that seem like the family, they do a wonderful job. You
yeah.
know, make sure that the visions are beautiful, make sure that a person look a certain way, you feel what I'm saying? And yeah, they doing real good. Most radio plays, you know, as far as streams with the internet, I believe they either in first or second as a label. So yeah, they doing real good as far as, in my opinion.
Okay. Alrighty. Let's move on to your next word.
Okay.
Hurt.
Okay. No, I ain't gonna lie. He said, "Oh, I'm finna sing a whole nother song. I was finna say some Rod Way, and
but
I was finna change the lyrics. That's what's crazy. You know,
he never said that. What
no.
was you gonna say?
Uh, I've been hurt so many times.
No, he did say that,
Oh,
right?
he do.
He do say
But
that.
he said my heart been broke so many times. Ain't that what he said?
Nuh-uh, it goes both ways. So it's at two
Okay.
different parts of the song. I've been hurt so many times.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. Don't quote me on that one though. I be listening to a lot of songs. Okay. Don't quote me on that one. So when was the last time you truly felt hurt and why? Like you were like, damn, this just happened. Like I am hurt down bad right now.
Um, like I don't want to speak specifically, but I'm just saying that to say
Yeah.
I feel like unexpected deaths.
Yeah.
Like, and that's the last time that I think I felt hurt.
So has there been any due to COVID? Because we know a lot of people lost a lot of like family members or loved ones because it was so unexpected. Like this pandemic was not planned, at least, the conspiracies, as the
Yeah.
conspiracies go.
Yeah, and I'm really sorry to hear that.
Mm-hmm.
And I haven't lost any people to that, but I know people who lost people to that. So
Yeah.
yeah, uh, that's the worst way to, yeah.
Yeah. When you were in prison, Was there any unexpected deaths that you had? Not talking in particular, but were there any ones that you were like, man, this hurts so bad? You talked about Big Mike saying you would hate to be in here 20 years and lose a grandmother or lose a parent or something of that nature. Was there anything that you lost during your time or anyone?
No, not while being incarcerated.
Mm, that's good. And that's not always the story for many people. So I'm glad that that wasn't yours.
Yes.
Moving on. Club.
I got the club going up on a Tuesday.
So, when was the first time you heard your song like in the club or in the radio, on the radio? You were like, dang, like that's me in the middle of the club turning up, and then you like, that's my song and me.
Actually, I've never been to the club, but but I'm gonna be honest.
Hold on, you ain't never been to the club? I've been DJing and hosting in clubs since I was 18. You ain't never been?
No,
How old are you now?
23. Yeah.
This is shocking. This is real shocking. You're
You
really
see,
not
that's what
unless
I've
you're
been
working.
told, though.
Unless you're working, you're not. But it's always fun to get out. I'm hosting R&B night tonight. Come out to the club. You could be your first time for sure. For sure. You can get in on me.
I got a curfew.
True. Sorry. Yes. Anyways, back to it. Club. So when was the first time you heard your song like either on the radio or let's just say a public setting and you were like, damn, that's me.
Okay. Now this not no club though.
Okay, that's cool.
But I was at levels. I ain't gonna even lie. I was
Oh,
there.
North?
Yep.
Okay.
Yep. And I'm gonna be honest. It cut on. Oh, I started dancing. It was New Year's too.
Really?
Yep.
You start turning up harder, huh?
Yeah, but I had to calm down.
So you one of those, so like when you hear your song, you like, it's about to be a motherfucker, right? Like it's that type of energy.
No,
Nah.
no, I ain't gonna lie. I'm a dancer. For real. I ain't gonna lie. They ain't good dancers, but I be dancing though. They ain't that good.
They ain't that good, but okay. I feel you on that. So let's do this one. Frontin'. Come on now. This is a lob.
Frontin'. I ain't gonna lie. I wish I could say my song.
You can.
Okay, so
I ain't gonna frontin'. Yep.
okay, that's the same thing. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So what I say?
Give us some bars.
Do I say I ain't gonna? Oh no, I can't say that one.
Well, you can't say that one. You can. Why?
Cause it's just.
Oh, okay.
No, it's a song that's out, but I mean, I ain't gonna lie. I don't want to cuss and stuff.
Cuss. I told you at the beginning you could cuss. It's fine.
Okay. Now, I ain't mean this when I said this, but I said.
Yeah, I feel you.
Okay, I say I ain't go front my shit. I don't love no. Yeah, that's the
song. Okay, but no, you only love one person, and that's Asha, right? Did I said it right? Did I say it right? Asha. We only love Asha, so this is beforehand.
My mama too.
Your mama too, obviously, but that's different. So what can we plan to see on your upcoming I Ain't Gonna Front My Shit Volume 2 mixtape? What can we look forward to seeing?
I say about 18 songs and a few collaborations.
Ooh, 18?
Yeah, I come correct.
Period. So this is a full-blown project. What kind of is there different is there Afro beats? Is it straight coming from the hood? Like what can we expect on this tape?
Hood beats. Yeah, basically.
Yeah.
I'm gonna be honest,
Are you speaking truth to word? Like all of your experiences is gonna be on there? Can we expect some bars from prison that you wrote? Some type of stories from prison too? In the bars?
Yep. Yep. As a matter of fact. Straight up.
Can I get a sneak peek of what's one of your craziest stories? Not involving you. It doesn't have to involve you. but behind bars, you've seen something that was like, this is wild.
Did I sing in jail?
Mm-hmm. You don't have to name any names, but what have you seen? Nothing can be as crazy as what A$AP Rocky said he slipped on somebody's, ejaculation. That was crazy.
Oh no. Oh no, he's crazy. No, to be honest, it ain't even I ain't gonna lie, like it ain't even nothing really crazy. Like I ain't gonna lie, at Riot one time I did see a group of people fighting. I'm gonna be honest, it just was funny because ain't nobody get hit.
So everybody missing. Everybody just throwing blows.
Yes. Yes. For real.
Just curious, out of curiosity, what happens if you fight in prison? Like nothing. You just go. Is it really like you go to the hole, or is it? What is it really like?
Yeah, excuse my language. Hell yeah, you go to the hole.
Yeah, that's some real shit. Obviously, like I have never been, so I don't know. But
don't go.
Okay, for sure. I take your word for it. I won't go.
Yeah. And then I ain't gonna lie to you.
What?
I heard that Chachita is some big girl. So yeah, don't go for real.
I be calling that Chachita leader. Like that's what all the Chachita leaders got.
Because I heard they tougher than me up there, so yeah, don't go.
No, I'm super girly. Boy. One time they only detained me and he took me to work. He took me to V100. It was a crazy, crazy day. He was like, I gotta tow your car. He was like, but I know you, so do you need to go to work? I'm like, yeah, if you know me, what's up? Like, why would you do this to me? He's like, I had to. It's like, okay, cool. So he took the car, I pulled up in a police car at work and went on air with DJO Saturday mornings. It was like, hey, everybody, I'm a little late. And that was it. That was a wrap. That was all the experience I had. But I was about to cry because I was in the back, uncuffed. But I was like, I'm about to cry. This is bad. I'm not built for that life.
Yeah, don't be built for that life because I'm gonna be honest.
Mm-hmm.
I wish they didn't have the cuffs on me when I was in that backseat.
Yeah.
And then they ask you
because you slide like a motherfucker.
You know that.
You slide like everywhere. Yeah. No, but they actually
you
what?
Gotta kick your feet up across the seat. No, I'm just No, that ain't the way though.
That ain't the way. But what was you gonna say? They ask you stuff like what?
Are your cuffs too tight? And you'll be like, yeah, they're still tight no more.
Mm-hmm.
That's how I go.
Really?
Yeah.
That's wild. So now when you see like prison movies, do you be like, yeah, exactly? Or is there times where you like they fabricating? That's way too much.
Yeah, they be fabricating. I mean, Wisconsin not really bad, I should say.
Okay.
Because like you might go to Cali.
A whole different story out there.
Yeah, them movies based on true stories. I don't even want a misdemeanor while I'm in Cali. Straight up, I don't even want to see what the county jail look like. They probably.
Yeah, I feel you. Let's move on to the next one. Mind. I'm lobbing you. I'm lobbing you right now.
Mind. Okay, on my life, I have made a song where I said, I really had to grind for this. Mm-hmm. I always knew that I'd shine like this. Yeah. My mama said, put my mind to this.
Yeah. Yep. So, what did you put your mind to early? Like early in your life, he was like, man, it doesn't have to necessarily be rapping. It could be, I want to get good grades. I want to make sure that I stay fit. What did you put your mind to young that still sticks with you today?
When I was young, I used to talk to one of my guys named K-Mac, and we just always told ourselves, like, we ain't gonna be like the kids who graduate and still talk to the females in high schools. And, we ain't gonna be the clowns. Yeah. You feel what I'm saying? So I always knew, like, I'm gonna be honest. I'm gonna really get me some money, and I ain't gonna lie. I'm gonna spoil my auntie, my granny, and my mama straight like that. I
Yeah.
just always tell myself, get money.
Yeah.
Try harder. You know what I'm
Mm.
saying? I really did used to like working, but it's just I seen something too fast, and I said I quit too fast. You know what I'm saying? But
Yeah.
at the end of the day, it's about the long run. You feel what I'm saying? Because if a person work hard for 4 or 5 years, um, saving 100,000,
Yeah.
and then you got your credit together, okay, I'm gonna be honest. In your credit, you probably able to get 75,000, depending on what you have in your account. Like if it's a
Right.
hundred, it's much more.
Yeah.
So it's like, but you got a good conscience
Yeah.
versus having to look over your shoulders, because if you go do 2 years with 100,000, I guarantee it ain't gonna make you no happier.
Right. So you would say that you're always looking for the long run. You're never looking for the short term. And
Yeah.
even so, when you did, you realized like that was not the way to go. So now you back on playing the long game, right?
Yep.
And this game is definitely a long one sometimes.
Because they say, I think it's Tom with the 9 to 5 got
Mhm.
time for your sweetheart.
Period.
You know.
Yeah. So where did you get out of sight, out of mind from? Like, where did that come from? Was it? I know a lot of times we get stuff from talking with people, and for some reason, I thought when I seen this title, I was like, you probably was just talking with a homie. It was like out of sight, out of mind. Like I don't even care for it. Nigga been like, that's a good song. That's a good title. How did you get out of sight, out of mind?
I did exactly what you said, and I
I'm
ain't
not.
gonna.
Let me tell you, I got the third eye. Sorry, continue.
But see, this part I don't know if this gonna.
What?
Yeah, because this the thing.
Mm-hmm.
I'm sorry, but I can't even lie because there's too many people watching, and they gonna be like, he fronting this. You know what I'm saying? So I'm gonna
Mm-hmm.
be honest with you. I ain't come up with it though.
Yeah. Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Because that's like a prison saying. You feel
Really?
what Yep. And I just took it and ran with it because I knew people like T Grizzly, Lil Baby, who done been through that. I know that's an eye catcher. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? I know
Yeah.
it's a lot of people who make music been incarcerated. It might be to no, I can't say his name.
Mm.
Yeah, you
I get
get
what
what
you're
I'm
saying.
saying.
I get what you're saying.
Okay, yeah.
Let's go, love. It's about 1,000 songs of love in it.
Whoa, love, love and happiness. Yep, that's a
Yes.
saver. Yep.
So you made it abundantly clear when you got out that your lovely lady held you down the whole time. So let's talk about y'all guys' love story real quick.
I ain't
How
gonna
did
lie.
y'all meet and all that good stuff?
You probably blushing hard, ain't you?
I told you I had love in the cards now. Just believe me.
Wow, the story, huh? Okay, I'm gonna get straight to it.
Okay, straight to it.
I was friends with her brother. Well,
Okay.
I ain't gonna even lie. I wouldn't even say was. I'm friends with her brother.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And I ain't gonna lie, like, I saw her and I ain't front my stuff. You know what I'm saying?
Did you holler at her right away because that's your man's sister? Or did you just like wait it out?
See, this is the thing.
Mm-hmm.
He promoted a friendship.
What do you mean?
Like, basically, it was him that was like, oh, you know,
Y'all would
y'all
be
should
cute
be cool.
together? Or no, y'all should be cool.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you know what I'm saying? Like, oh
Yeah.
yeah, bro, player. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
But I'm gonna keep it 100. He ain't think that she was gonna want to talk to me, and I ain't gonna lie. I ain't think she was gonna want to talk to me, but
Did you feel like she was like out of your league?
I'm gonna be honest. You can pretty much say that because I feel like
Mm-hmm.
even like if what I had going on was necessarily more than her,
Mm-hmm.
it didn't mean more than what she had going on. You
She
see
had
what
a lot to offer still.
you know what I'm saying? Like
Mm.
in a from an eyesight that anybody who doing wrong, you feel what I'm saying, whether it's
Mhm.
selling drugs or anything, it's like that's what you supposed to want out of a female. You feel what I'm saying? Like I prefer a female who can tell me like, oh, my credit score is a 700. You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And
Can really bring things to the table.
yeah, because that's the right way to do it versus a female having 250,000, but she ain't never worked. You don't mean nothing. You just as good as me. So you feel what I'm saying? I ain't gonna lie. I just felt like she was dedicated and then on the
Mhm.
music tip supportive. So it's like, okay, I'm gonna take you and run with you. And then you gonna hold me down while I'm in prison. Oh, I can't like a comment. I can't like a like. I can't like a picture. You see what I'm
Yeah.
saying? I can't like a video. I
Right.
bet not get caught following back. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? So it's like
And you're dedicated as well. I feel you.
that's true. Yeah, but I'm dedicated. So I
Yeah.
feel like we compatible. She's irritating, but I'm irritating.
Yeah. Lord knows when you're in those relationships, you be like, I hate your monkey ears, but I love you too, all at the same time.
Yeah.
So let's talk about her holding you down. Do you think at points it was times where you was like, man, this is too hard on her? And like, were there points where you was like, I don't want her to do this anymore because this is hard for me too?
I'd be lying if I said that. I felt like I'm gonna help her out, and by helping her out, I'm gonna do something like have my cousin bring you lunch, saying edible arrangements, leave roses at your grandma's house. Like basically, versus being because like mental abuse the worst abuse. You feel what I'm
Mm-hmm.
saying? So I just talk to her and try to, lift her spirit, pray for us and things like that. That's
Mm-hmm.
just what I did. You feel me? And I'm gonna be honest, like, you know, try to make the best out of what we can. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Like, and not accuse you of stuff and make you feel like you doing wrong when really you do everything right. Like, I
Yeah.
be
Make her
tripping
feel
some
appreciated.
yeah. Like I be tripping sometimes, but that's one thing that I don't trip on. It don't matter how mad I am. I'm gonna let you know that yeah, you do a good job. I might say but I'm gonna tell you that you
Yeah.
doing better than I'm saying me saying
Yeah.
something negative.
I feel you on that. Let's get to the
I'm
next
not lying.
one. Let's get to the next one.
Friends,
Friends.
I just had a song like this. I said friends always help finds out what I say. New iPhone from B. I got a call from Big Toe. You ask what I need. Yep. Oh, mama. Yeah.
So recently, rapper Casanova, who got locked up earlier this year, put out a tweet, and he was basically going after all his fake friends who said that, oh, I got your back, mans. But as soon as he went in there, didn't put no money on his books, didn't even call to check in on him. He was like, if that's you, call it quits. Like, we're not friends anymore. We're not cool. When you were in, was there at any point where you were like, I got to cut off some people? Because y'all ain't riding. Like, they didn't have no faith in the process.
Um, I just find it like crazy when a person say free you more than they actually talk to you. You see what
Mm-hmm.
I'm saying? Like I had that a whole lot. You feel what I'm
Free
saying?
solo key, but nobody even called.
Yeah, man. Free solo key.
Right.
I'm up here, I'm free. You feel what I'm saying? So, okay, what you finna do now? You know what I'm saying? I can't tell you to say free me, or is you gonna put $5 on your phone? You feel what I'm saying? Like,
Right.
and I could understand if I didn't do what I was supposed to do on
Mm-hmm.
my behalf. You feel what I'm saying? But like when you always put out the good, I just don't understand how if you really doing good, how is it hard to give somebody $100 every month? You feel what I'm saying? Because when I'm at a red light and I see the homeless people that I really believe homeless,
Yeah.
I make my donation. You feel what I'm saying? Like all that type of stuff. So I don't understand how a person could like try to ride your wave or play crazy and then
It didn't have nothing to show for it in y'all
yeah.
friendship. Yeah.
Yeah, it's like trying to argue to get your child back at court, but you don't have none of the receipts.
Yeah.
Like, and then you on probation. let that child be there when they need you. You feel what I'm saying? So
Yeah.
yeah, and right now I'm the child, so let the child be, and you know what I'm saying.
Yeah. Has there been people who hit you up and you're like, you were not there. You can't call me. You can't text me. Are there people like that now without naming?
Do I got people like that?
Yeah.
Yep.
Mm.
Basically, let me count how many people. Everybody. You know what I'm saying? Because for real, you know what I'm saying? Like I ain't
Yeah.
gonna lie. It's either family or little baby. And I'm gonna be honest, that's what really got me stiff on another type of tip too, because
Yeah.
it ain't no telling what type of time a person on. And you know,
It's true.
I'm gonna be honest, not even like in any way, in any
Mhm.
negative way. You feel what I'm saying? Like I don't need no roadblocks. You feel me? So I don't want to talk to nobody. Like everybody say they got something for me. Okay, I needed something from you when I was in prison and I couldn't do for myself due to coronavirus. You
Yeah.
feel what I'm saying? So no, I don't need anything now. I can consume.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
That's real. A lot of people don't realize, you know, how hard it is until they in that situation. And even then, if they never get into that type of situation, they don't understand that your non-dedication has affected you in this manner because of, you know? And in those lowest moments, you need people who have your back. And it's a hurtful thing to figure out. Like when you're in the midst of some shit, how many people go by the wayside? And that could be really hurtful, really hurtful. But let's move on to your last one. Now, I'll let you check that. Go ahead.
Cool. I just don't like the vibration.
Yeah.
But I say call right back. I'm in a right now.
Mm.
If you something, I'ma stop and press dial. Yeah, but that ain't one for this for sure, for sure. I ain't gonna lie, that's not one. But yeah, that's the song.
Okay. Okay. I feel you. So, what are you working on right now aside from your mixtape?
Videos.
Mm. Let's talk about that. You're supposed to be dropping a video up until you release your album.
Yep.
Like a video, was it a video a week? I believe.
That's exactly what it is.
Mm.
I just gotta make sure that, you know, I upload when little Quan sleep. You know, straight up. You feel what I'm saying? That's the only
He
thing.
keeps you up?
No, I gotta make sure that he go to sleep because you know
Oh.
he uploaded the video.
Okay. That's real. So what about like what can we see in the community things that you're doing? What about that? I know that you're trying to do the initiative where you help kids get their driver's license education.
Yes, that's something that we'll have set up for me to do within a couple months.
Mm-hmm.
For this summer, for I believe you said it, 300 children and helping them getting their driver's license because I did get mine at a young age,
Mm-hmm.
and it's something that they need to learn to do. You know, he has to get the further details to me, but that is something that all our youth need because you know that can stop a lot of situations. You feel what I'm saying? And with the Black Lives Matter movement going on, like as far as getting pulled over, you
Mm-hmm.
feel what I'm saying? Even if it is a black cop or even if it's a white cop, but they believe in a Black Lives Matter movement, it's just that's the safest way, especially if you're not smoking in your car and things like that. Take the ticket insurance for the insurance for not having the ticket for not having insurance, but that's something that's very important because it'll
Yeah.
keep us out of trouble.
Out of trouble and safety. That's dope that you're doing that for the youth because, you know, they listen to you. And how influential do you think you are to this new generation now?
I'm gonna be honest, you know, I'm not even gonna lie and then smile to make it look good.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think that I'm doing enough influence, and um, that's why I actually want to do more interviews.
Yeah.
You feel what I'm saying? Because the small things they pay attention to, but I ain't gonna lie though, like I'm trying to say it through the music, but I didn't before. You feel what
Yeah.
I'm saying? So I'd rather show it and then say, okay, I'm being more,
Yeah. You're
versus
making an actual change versus just having it in your music, right?
yeah, just like in a out of sight, out of mind song, like I say,
Mm-hmm.
you know, be a hood legend or a star. I gotta make decision because I just missed 4 Christmas and 3 birthdays
Mm-hmm.
sitting in a prison. You know what I'm saying? So it's like listen to what I'm saying, but take the smart route because I no longer talk about anything that I'm doing because I ain't doing nothing no more. You feel what I'm saying? Like
Yeah.
it's a waste of my time and it's kind of like a middle finger to the people who were there.
Yeah.
You feel what I'm saying? Like so I just plan on being more motivational, but like Lil Baby said in one of his songs, the bigger picture. It's certain stuff that you cannot say. You feel what I'm saying? Because
Yeah. It could put you into so much drama or so much danger that it ain't even worth it.
yeah.
Yeah.
So, I'm gonna make the music I make, but read between the lines and I will speak on what life transitions to when you in a cell versus uh free.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Cause I ain't gonna lie, I was in a cell wishing I could get a 4 for 4. Now I wouldn't look at Wendy's with my eyes closed.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So yeah,
Yeah.
stay out.
I have to say, man, you really speak intelligently about the path that you have taken and speak very honestly about yourself. And that is something that's very admirable in this industry because we are filled with a lot of fakes and phonies who try to fake it all the time. And I've met some of people's favorite artists right now who are just fake and phony as hell. But you have been one of the realest, I have to say. And thank you for joining me on another edition of the group chat MKE. Let them know where they can follow you at and catch your music.
Okay, I appreciate it. And TikTok, so low key on YouTube. Instagram, so low key on YouTube. My YouTube channel, so low key on YouTube. Matter of fact, just Google it and follow everything.
Period. Because he pops right up. I have to say, that must be due to Will. Because yours and Lil Chick, I said, Will is a great manager. He is dope. He absolutely kills it. Y'all are on every platform. And I was like, I think I need Will to manage me. I think that's what it is.
Oh man, Sonny Swerve.
Okay.
They make a good team.
Yeah. I only met Will, so I have to meet Sonny.
Yep.
That's dope. Well, you can follow me, your girl Jess Bree at JVST_BRI. Make sure you check me out every Saturday on V100 from 6 p.m. to 10 p.m. And with your boy Reggie Brown Monday through Friday every week, 2 to 6 p.m. You know what's going down. Chill. We are out. How you like it?